Following months of secrecy, the details have been revealed in Hamilton's downtown revitalization deal. City Hall and the private group taking over FirstOntario Centre and other facilities released the agreement yesterday afternoon. And as Jason Guidola tells us, the consortium is also eyeing a nearby shelter to be included in redevelopment.
$1 per year over 49 years was the rent agreement signed 2 years ago by the city and the consortium tasked to overhaul FirstOntario Centre, the Concert Hall and Convention Centre.
And they just wanted the public to be able to see this detail and assess for themselves the benefits. And that was something that this new council and mayor were elected on, is an increase in transparency, and this is one step that demonstrates that.
In a slightly redacted document, the master agreement says in return, the Hamilton Urban Precinct Entertainment Group promises to sink in at least $50 million to transform the arena's lower bowl and other amenities. In addition, $10 million to revamp the convention center and more than $2 million to the concert hall and art gallery, among other costs. The consortium tells CHCH News today, we are confident that this release will give the public comfort that the value proposition of the project is tremendous by providing the taxpayers $155 million in savings over 30 years. Included in the deal, HUPEG is acquiring 2 nearby parking lots and a property on York Boulevard, slated for residential towers within the next 5 years.
The new trend in arena and stadium design is that whoever is running, owning, building the arena wants the surrounding land for development purposes. And that's really where they make their money. So the arena itself is almost the second concern to the consortium.
The documents also indicate HUPEG will also act in good faith and use reasonable efforts to relocate the Salvation Army from its current location to a new home that's acceptable to the shelter. Ward 2 Councillor Cameron Kretsch has concerns.
And if that happens, we really have to make sure we get that transition right. What we saw when we closed the Wesley Day Centre down was it was abrupt. There wasn't a transition plan in place, and suddenly folks were then scrambling around the city to use other services.
However, the Salvation Army says it's staying put.
For the time being, the Salvation Army is committed. We are where we are on York Boulevard. We have zero plans, no plans to relocate our York Boulevard location. You know, we've certainly been encouraged by them reaching out and sharing with us some of their ideas, but we haven't gone any further in that.
HUPEG says January of next year remains the start date for construction, and they anticipate completion in 18 to 20 months. Jason Guidola, CHCH News, Hamilton.